don't worry about estrogen in the least bit if you're doing everything else correctly.
When Gil is talking about E2 and bone health, is he referring to free E2?
You're always referring to free. We don't really, you have to remember that circulating serum estradiol, being an intracrine hormone, is not really that essential like testosterone, because testosterone in men is an endocrine hormone. Now, the difference is that endocrine hormones are produced by a gland and they're secreted into the bloodstream for systemic circulation. So they act throughout your whole body, even though they're produced in one specific area. When we introduce an exogenous testosterone into the bloodstream, we are replacing that endogenous endocrine hormone, but it's still a systemic hormone. It is not produced within cells. It enters the cell from systemic circulation. With an intracrine hormone, this is something that is converted inside of the cell by the aromatase enzyme from testosterone. So the cells and within the tissues, the target tissues that utilize your estradiol are essentially converting testosterone over and making enough estradiol for themselves. And once those receptors are saturated, any excess would then be excreted back into the bloodstream for excretion via urine. 85% of estrogen in men is excreted via the urine. So I expect to see guys with TRT with elevated serum estradiol levels, but those are meaningless. So don't take too much stock into your estradiol levels, whether they're free or total. Yes, SHBG does have a binding effect to estradiol, not nearly as strong as it does to androgens. So don't worry about estrogen in the least bit if you're doing everything else correctly.
Consider becoming a channel member for exclusive features, like loyalty badges, early access to new videos, funny stuff like rough cuts and bloopers, members only photos and status updates on the community tab, and members only live stream chat. On desktop, use the join button next to the subscribe. On mobile, use the join link in the description.